Morning guys, Stephanie Accardi here. I just wanted to make a quick video and talk about 21 Day Fix and how to kind of get started. Some of you are new to this program. Some of you are doing the extreme version, which is about the same, but I just want to welcome you to this group, and I'm really excited. And I thought about putting makeup on and making myself look pretty, but whatever, this is me, I'm real. I've said that before in previous videos, and I just want you to know this is what you're going to get. So, I want to show you, some of you have probably gotten your containers and your kit for 21 Day Fix already if you were new to ordering. So, these are the containers. We will talk about those in a minute. But first things first, when you do open your box, I want you to get out your guidebooks. These are your Bibles for the next 21 days. So on page 4, actually they made it kind of easy on both the Extreme and the original 21 Day Fix program. On page 4 is where you're going to start. And on that page, it's going to give you a little equation on how to figure out where you're supposed to be with this. So then you're going to go to the calorie chart, which is in here, and you're going to figure out what meal plan you're going to be on. And that's pretty easy in here. And it's right up here, so whatever calories you're in, it's going to tell you how many containers you can have per day. So, for example, I am usually in the 1,500 to 1,700 calorie category, so that means I can have 4 greens, 3 purples, 4 reds, 3 yellows, a blue, an orange, and 4 of the teaspoons, excuse me. So what I want you to do is go ahead and write down which one of these you fall under. And you're going to want to put that somewhere. I suggest getting a notebook. I don't have mine here. No. I suggest going ahead and getting a notebook and writing down what you're supposed to have each day. Or you can put it up on your fridge. That way you know where you're at. I'm also going to be sharing a couple templates I have on how to keep track of those. But I'll do that in like a PDF file. So just so you know about that. Go ahead and read through your book. You don't have to have it memorized, but it's good to get familiar with what each of the containers are. If you don't know and you haven't read through it and you're just watching this for the first time, green is for vegetables, and most of those within the book have just whatever fits in here. Some of them will tell you that like 2 medium tomatoes or 5 medium Brussels sprouts equals a green, but just so you know about that. Then you have purple. Purple is fruits. Again, most of them are just diced fruit that go in here, but it will tell you a small apple, 2 small tangerines, or a small or half a banana. So just so you know that some of these things you may be able to fit in there, but also there are some portions to it, so you can pay attention to that. Especially for me, it works on the go. I know that a small apple is a purple, so if I'm out and about, I can always just grab a small apple, and I know that's 1 purple without having my container. So stuff like that you might want to look into and memorize from the book. Red is your protein. And again, good thing is Shakeology is one of these, and it's amazing, and it'll fill you up, and so that's always something that's good. But like a veggie burger is 1 medium patty is a red, so that's something you wouldn't have to cut up and put in here. But most of the meat is in here, you know, and put in the container. Next is yellow. Couple other things on this one, like corn on the cob. 1 ear is a yellow. You wouldn't be cutting up the corn on the cob and putting it in here. 1 slice of whole grain bread. You're not going to cram the sandwich bread in here and try to eat it and be like, what is this? And like crackers, they're all listed here in your book. I'm just kind of hitting some of the fine points. So that's like your carbs and your starches and all the good things we really want to eat. Next is the blue container, and that's like your fats and cheeses. You have hummus, almonds, cheese. There's it's shredded cheese in here, pistachios, stuff like that. So that's your blue container. And then you have your orange container, which is your seeds, oils. You have coconut. You have the dressings that are in this recipe guidebook here. Really good dressings. Really, really good. So just take note. These are great for just putting your salad dressings in. So that's all there for you. Then the teaspoons. The teaspoons are just that, a teaspoon. You shouldn't have it. I know some people might get confused because they see the little black teaspoon in their book and they're like, I didn't get the teaspoon in my book. Well, it's just whatever teaspoon you have at home. A teaspoon's a teaspoon. And with that, that's all your, your oils and your butter. So like peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter, pumpkin seed butter, and sunflower butter is really good. I don't know if you've tried it, but I recommend that. And then it lists your free foods. Free foods are awesome. You have mustards, vinegars, garlic. Oh, garlic. Tabasco. Tabasco is the only hot sauce or a Mexican hot sauce that you should be using. A lot of the other ones are sugar based. And Tabasco, if you actually read the ingredients, it's like vinegar and like some other like 2 ingredients. That's like there's like 4 ingredients in Tabasco. So that's one of the things you can do. I don't have it up there. It's somewhere. Anyway, so that's free foods. Now, 3 times a week. Bonus. 3 times a week. You can replace one of your yellows with a beverage that's on this list or a treat that's on this list. I don't do this all the time because I feel like I'll be like, oh, it's just one yellow. Oh, it's just this. I tell people, save this for like if you have a party scheduled within these 21 days or there's a holiday or your birthday or something scheduled into it, save it. Don't like overindulge. Yeah, there's wine behind me. You can have wine in here. Yes. It's 4 ounces only, so, But, don't use it, say like, 3 times a week I'm gonna have this because you can have it. Just, use it only if you have to. So that's my advice about that. If you're somebody who's really, really a sweet treat person, do your sweet treats and avoid the beverages. The beverages that are on here are like the wine, fruit juices, and then all your almond milk, soy milk, cow's milk actually. So again, it's all in here. I'm just trying to hit the fine points for you guys. And then both of these books are really good because they have recipes. The recipes even have like restaurant food. And it'll tell you like if you're going out to eat, cheese pizza would be a yellow and an orange. So like, stuff like that. If you have to, again, use it. But, we're really going to be working on meal prepping. And that's what I want you to do. Also in the back, what I love about the company Beachbody is that they're real people. Nobody's photoshopped. Nobody's doesn't have a real story. The CEO actually did this. The CEO of the company, he drinks Shakeology every day. He posts about it on Facebook. He's real, just like all of us coaches are. So in here in the back of the regular book is actually his meal plan and what he did. So that's pretty cool. And it's really easy. I'm gonna do another video on how to meal prep. So stay tuned. Don't be like, this is kind of overwhelming. I'm going through the book and how do I get organized? There'll be another organization thing. Also in the back of this book here is tally sheets. I talked to you about how I'm going to give you a PDF on ways that you can stay organized with keeping track of your containers throughout the day. This is in here. You can mark it up if you have access to a color printer. That's always an option too. This also is actually available online in your Team Beachbody account, and I'm gonna put a way up on the website or on our group page on how to access the worksheets. So you don't necessarily have to utilize this. I like to keep it blank. This is an example over here of how you would mark. So go ahead, and that's on page 82 in the regular one. So that's all there for you here. Now, those of you doing the extreme program, I know there's only a few of you, and those of you doing the original program, just bear with me because I do want to touch on this, and I think it's important. Again, getting started here on page 4, you're going to calculate similar to the same way you did in the original one, and then your container and calorie chart is here on the next page. There's a couple different plans with the extreme one. There's there's a countdown to competition one, which is what Autumn Calabrese uses for her own personal use, because I don't know if any of you know her or her story. She is she's a trainer, and she's also got some fitness and bikini modeling behind her, so that's what she uses. So a couple different ways here. And then it talks about the different containers in the food groups. Again, similar to how you did it in the original one. You're going to have to go through and kind of see which plan you want to do here, and all the information is listed there. Your container colors are the same. Just remember lettuce, no iceberg, no iceberg. It's like nothing. Don't eat iceberg lettuce. Ugh. It's just, don't eat it, okay? And then all your containers are here. Some of the fruits I feel like are all still the same, but they just give you a little more ways and highlight how you're supposed to cut them up and stuff like that. There's symbols next to all of these for those of you doing the extreme one. If you're doing the competition one, there's certain things you can only have. So just make sure you're reading the little key at the bottom and utilizing that. But you still have your yellow, and then you still have your blue, and then orange, and then your teaspoons. They're all here. Free foods, again, are the same, just Tabasco sauce only. You can actually have E&E, which I actually have right here because I just ran the Princess Half Marathon weekend at Disney, and I actually used this before I went into the corral. And this is actually a free food, and it's great for energy. It's energy and endurance, wow. So this is actually a free food. So if you're somebody who maybe has a hard time getting started with their workouts, if you're doing them in the morning, you can take this about 15 to 30 minutes before your workouts, and it's a great boost. I got up at 3 a.m. to get on a bus by 4 a.m. 3 days in a row to run a total of 22.4 miles, and that stuff was like a savior. So just keep that in mind. That's available through teambeachbody.com also. Hydration, I didn't talk about that in the last book, but it's still a part of it. You still have your water bar. You have all the things you can add to it, fruits, different mix-ins, mint leaves, basil leaves, ginger, and then ice and lemon. So, if you're not a water drinker, try to be, but also know you can utilize the water bar and just kind of make it kind of fun for you to drink. Tea and coffee, info on it. If you're a coffee drinker, tea drinker, just read through all this stuff you can do. You have the yellow replacements here, same as the fix. And it's only 2 times a week, though, if you're doing extreme. So extreme, 2 times a week to replace your yellows with the fun stuff. And regular, you can do 3 times a week. So just know that. Recipes, there's Fix Extreme recipes in here as well. The seasonings are here. And then they actually give you, like, a little more in-depth recipes. And then they're also giving you what the containers are up at the top. So they're all here for you. And I'm just flipping through. Snacks are in here. Snacks are great. You want to be eating, at least 3 meals a day, but also including snacks. And then 5 meals if you're doing the accelerated plan. Shakeology, great part of this program. If you're not utilizing Shakeology, that's okay. If you'd like to try some and you've never had a sample, just let me know. I can get you a sample. And then this also has really good, Shakeology isn't just for drinking, but you can actually make really good yummy bars, like snack bars, like little protein bars, and they're so good. And they're kind of a treat. So up here it tells you what this is. It looks like it's a half a red, half a yellow, and half a blue. So that's there. Want to make sure I hit everything for you. Let's see. Again, they have the tracker. 6 meals here with the Extreme. And then they're the same. So just make sure you're hitting all of them. Also, it has a water tracker. So make sure you're good on that. I really want, I hope that myself and whoever else is helping me run this group, we want to make an impact. We want to help you succeed. So busy lifestyles, that's us. That's all of us. We're real people. We're just people that, you know, share our love for the products that we're utilizing and helping ourselves. So, you know, I really want you to utilize that. Now, as far as the meals and figuring out the meals, I said I'm going to make another video about that. But the easiest thing for me to do is pick what I like. I go through and I will go through the reds. I start with my meats because I think it's easy to plan a meal around a meat. And I'll go through and I'll pick what meat I want. So for breakfast, I want Shakeology. And that's going to be my red that goes with my breakfast. So I'll pick that, and then I'll put anything else around it. Like if I want to add strawberries, I'll put a purple. And it's just kind of easy to go around the protein. Again, this is just my tip. You may find something else that works best for you. And then I'll move on to my yellows. And I try to do the yellows next after my proteins because you actually need to be eating your purples and your yellows earlier in the day. So that's your fruits and your starches. You know, fruits are actually carbohydrates too. So you need to be eating these, they say, I think before 6 o'clock, just to have your body process it better. So just keep that in mind when you're planning. And then I go through and I do my vegetables. And then you can kind of see where, what containers you haven't used based upon, and where you need to maybe fill in an extra vegetable. So again, I'll go more in depth on this on another video, but I just wanted to kind of introduce you to the guide. Got both of them here, and then the containers. If you are having a hard time with the containers, go ahead and you can put a Sharpie on the bottom and write what they are. If you're having a hard time, you know, utilizing them, and you feel like you need more, there are more available. I think they're like $14 for another set. So they're just good to have. I think I have 4 sets now, and that has me pretty much set. So just know that there's other options to keep yourself organized. The other option, if you don't want to buy more, is I use these to measure, and then I'll put them into a larger container, like a Pyrex. So I'll have like my chicken in here, and I'll have a little bit of brown rice in here, and some green beans, and then a little bit of shredded cheese to sprinkle on top of it, and I'll measure all of it into the container, and then I'll put it in one of these like Pyrex glasses, and then it heats up well, and then I have like a whole meal in here, and it's already been measured. So anyway, I know this is getting a little bit long, but that's what this is for. So any questions or stuff you want me to highlight or hit on, please comment below under this video. I want to make this as easy as possible for you, and I want you to understand the process of this program and why it works. So feel free to comment below with yay, yes, I love it, I like it, or help, what's going on? And let me know. I will talk to you guys soon, and I'm looking forward to starting this group.